Hey kids! You've just landed on the island of Kidstopia. Welcome back! Are you ready to venture into the wild side of nature? Today we're talking about something super important: natural disasters. These are fascinating events that show just how powerful our planet can be. Now don't let the word disaster scare you. It's just a term we use to describe big natural events that can sometimes cause a lot of changes. These are just events that happen in nature, and sometimes they can be really powerful. From massive waves to erupting volcanoes and swirling tornadoes, nature sure knows how to put on a show. Think of it like this. Imagine a big plate of spaghetti and meatballs. It's all calm and delicious until a food fight breaks out. The spaghetti goes everywhere, right? That's kind of like an earthquake. The ground shakes and things can get pretty messy. Or picture a giant bathtub with the water swirling around really fast. It's like a mini whirlpool. That's similar to a hurricane. The wind and water can create a powerful storm. Natural disasters can be a little scary, but it's important to learn about them so we can stay safe. Knowledge is power. We're going to explore some of the most common natural disasters, learn some cool facts, and most importantly, discover how to be prepared if one ever happens near you. Being prepared can make all the difference. So grab your safety goggles, just in case. And let's dive into the exciting world of natural disasters. Get ready to be amazed by the power of nature. Have you ever felt the ground shake beneath your feet? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? Like when some big trucks drive by and shake the ground. Now imagine it on a much larger scale. That, my friends, could be an earthquake. These natural events can be quite powerful and surprising. You see, the Earth's surface is made up of giant puzzle pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are constantly moving, even though we can't feel it most of the time. And sometimes these plates move and bump into each other, causing the ground to shake. This movement can release a lot of energy. Most earthquakes are actually pretty small, like a tiny wiggle you might not even notice. They happen all the time, but we usually don't feel them. But sometimes they can be really strong, causing buildings to sway and things to fall off shelves. These are the ones that can cause a lot of damage. It's like when you build a tall block tower and then someone bumps the table. The whole thing wobbles, almost crashing down. But here's the cool part. Scientists have special tools called seismographs that can detect and measure earthquakes. These instruments are incredibly sensitive. They help us understand these shaky situations and keep people safe. By studying the data, scientists can predict potential earthquakes and help communities prepare. Imagine a giant spinning top in the ocean with swirling winds and lots of rain. That's a hurricane. These powerful storms form over warm ocean waters and can travel for thousands of miles, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and even tornadoes. Hurricanes get their energy from the warm ocean water, like a kid getting a sugar rush from too much candy. As the warm, moist air rises and cools, it forms storm clouds and creates a spinning motion. The faster the wind spins, the stronger the hurricane becomes. Scientists use a special scale called the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale to measure how strong a hurricane is, from Category 1 to Category 5. The higher the category, the more powerful the storm. We all need water to survive, right? But sometimes we can have too much of a good thing. A flood happens when there's so much rain or melting snow that rivers, lakes, or oceans overflow their banks, covering the land with water. Think of it like filling a bathtub. If you keep the faucet running too long, the water will overflow onto the floor. Floods can happen slowly over days or weeks, or they can happen very quickly, especially during heavy rainstorms. While floods can cause a lot of damage, they also play an important role in nature. They can help spread nutrients to the soil, making it more fertile for plants to grow. It's all about balance. Mountains that boom! Volcanoes are like giant safety valves for the Earth. Deep beneath our feet, it's super hot, so hot that rocks melt into a gooey liquid called magma. Sometimes this magma rises up through cracks in the Earth's surface and erupts out of a volcano. Imagine shaking up a can of soda and then popping it open. That's kind of what happens during a volcanic eruption. Hot lava, ash, and gases blast out of the volcano, creating an incredible and slightly messy natural spectacle. While volcanic eruptions can be dangerous, they also create new land and release valuable minerals into the soil. Plus, they're super cool to learn about. Staying safe during a tornado. Tornadoes are powerful spinning windstorms that can twist and twirl super fast. They form when warm air from the ground meets cool air from the sky, and bam! When these two types of air collide, the wind starts to twist and turn, creating that powerful funnel we call a tornado. If you ever hear about a tornado coming, it's important to get to a safe spot like a basement or a room with no windows. But don't worry. Weather experts can often predict when a tornado might form, giving people plenty of time to find safety. Did you know there are things called storm shelters? They are underground, usually in someone's backyard, to shelter them from tornadoes. What to do after a natural disaster? The most important thing is to listen to your parents, teachers, or other grown-ups. After a natural disaster, it's important to stay safe and follow the instructions of emergency personnel. They know what to do and will keep you safe. There might be downed power lines, debris, or other hazards, so it's best to stay put until it's safe to move around. Don't panic and check on your family and neighbors to make sure everyone is okay. Just follow the instructions and stay calm. If you have a first aid kit, offer assistance to anyone who might be injured. Remember, even small acts of kindness can make a big difference after a disaster. And most importantly, be patient. It takes time to clean up and rebuild after a natural disaster, but with everyone working together, we can overcome these challenges and come out stronger on the other side. What do you do if there's a natural disaster on the way? One of the best ways to stay safe during a natural disaster is to be prepared. That means having a plan and a safety kit ready to go in case of an emergency. Talk to your family about what to do if a natural disaster strikes, and practice your plan together. Your safety kit should include essential items like water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a whistle to signal for help. You can even personalize your kit with a book, a game, or a favorite stuffed animal to help you feel more comfortable. Remember, being prepared is like having a superpower. It gives you the knowledge and tools to stay safe and help others during an emergency. Learning more and helping others. Learning about natural disasters is not just about staying safe. It's also about understanding our planet and helping others. There are so many cool resources available, like books, websites, and even museums, where you can learn more about these amazing natural phenomena. You can also make a difference by volunteering your time or donating to organizations that help people affected by natural disasters. Every little bit counts. Remember, we're all in this together, and by working together, we can make a positive impact on the world. Remember, we can overcome challenges. Natural disasters can be scary, but it's important to remember that we are resilient and we can overcome these challenges. By learning about natural disasters, being prepared, and helping others, we can face these events with courage and compassion. Remember, knowledge is power, and by understanding these natural phenomena, we can create a safer and more resilient future for everyone. Be an expert! Now that you're a natural disaster expert, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. You've learned so much about earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, and more. But how well can you apply this knowledge in real-life situations? Be a disaster detective and see how many safety tips you can find around your home and community. Look for things like fire extinguishers, emergency exits, and first aid kits. Can you spot the safest place to be during an earthquake? Remember, it's usually under a sturdy table or against an interior wall away from windows. Do you know where your family's emergency kit is located? It should have essentials like water, food, flashlights, and a first aid kit. Make sure everyone in your family knows where it is. Share what you've learned with your friends and family and encourage them to be prepared too. You can even create a fun game to see who can find the most safety tips. By working together, we can create a safer and more resilient world for everyone. Your efforts can make a big difference in your community. Join us again next time on Kidstopia. If you liked learning about natural disasters, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more awesome science adventures, and leave a comment below telling me what you want to explore next. And remember, keep dreaming big and discovering new things every day. Until next time.